Hey everyone, I'm Whitney Oman and we're here for the 2012 MBCA Luncheon to kick off the new year, and I'm standing right next to the Atlantic City Mayor, Mayor Lorenzo Langford, and he's going to deliver the keynote speech today at this lunch. Can you tell us about Atlantic City and what we can expect in the future?
Absolutely. I think 2012 is going to be a banner year for the city of Atlantic City. We have a lot of new and exciting initiatives that will be unveiled, and I'm just looking forward to getting to them.
Thank you so much, and you'll be touching on those in your speech, I'm guessing, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. How many years have you been attending these events?
Oh, wow, forever.
Yeah, I know. It feels like that. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Welcome, Mayor Langford.
First of all, let me say thank you so much to John and Gary for bestowing this privilege on me to bring you the unofficial State of the City address. Also, before we start, let me just at the very onset say welcome to two of our newest corporate, I should say civic citizens in the city of Atlantic City, the new executive director of the Casino Reinvestment Development Authority, Mr. John Palmieri, and also welcome to Ms. Liza Cartmell, the new leader of the Alliance. I have had an opportunity to meet formally and informally with both of these individuals, and I think that the city of Atlantic City is fortunate and blessed to have such talent working with us to move Atlantic City forward. Good afternoon, and thank you for attending today's luncheon. This annual event has become a tradition that affords me the opportunity to deliver the unofficial State of the City address and provide highlights from last year as well as what we can expect in 2012. Admittedly, presenting this annual State of the City address before the MBCA presents somewhat of a challenge. As you know, the official State of the City address must be presented by the body of council before the body of council at their first meeting in January, which is of course next Wednesday. The challenge for me is to explain and describe the flavor of the stew without divulging the recipe. In that respect, it is necessary for me to give you a condensed version. Now that I have reached the midway point of my term as mayor, a term that could be my last, maybe, maybe not. Be that as it may, it's worth genuflecting in order to recognize and appreciate the progress that has been made. When I came back into office, I inherited a city that was a mess. The federal government was on the verge of rescinding our community development block grant program. One of my first acts as mayor was to dispatch our then business administrator, the late Radinia Gilliam-Mose, and attorney Rob Tarver to Washington, D.C. to make a personal appeal to HUD and convince them that we had a viable plan and that our administration would conduct business differently than did our predecessors. We were successful in our appeal, and thanks to our continuing efforts and revamping of our CDBG office, several community groups continue to receive funding and are able to not only exist, but to thrive. Consequently, the threat by the feds that once loomed large over the city is no more. When I came back into office, the state's comptroller's office had a physical presence occupying City Hall. After a nearly 2-year stay, they left shortly after my arrival, leaving this administration with a scathing rebuke and a list of 40 corrective action items to be complied with. In very short order, this administration successfully addressed all 40 of those items and returned credibility and sound fiscal managerial practices to our city. Dennis Gomes has brought new life to Resorts, Atlantic City's first casino. The former Hilton will be rebranded and upgraded. Don Marandino, the dynamic, he wants me to say that again, the dynamic East Coast president of Caesars, has put Atlantic City on the map by bringing in the most popular entertainers in the nation to town. The Cananosi family, I'm so proud of these guys, purchased the Still Pier in 2011 and planned an amazing renovation to this 114-year-old landmark, which is synonymous with Atlantic City. My bet is on Atlantic City to win. And smart investors feel the same way, as evidenced by last year when Tangiers Outlet purchased the Walk and planned to expand the highly successful shopping district. At this time, I would just like to ask all of my directors who are seated at this table to please stand up and take a bow for all of your continued hard work. Thank you. And in closing, I want to thank you for attending. I wish you the very best for a happy, healthy, fun-filled, and prosperous new year. Once again, thanks to the two dynamos, John and Gary, and thank you for allowing me the opportunity to address this assembly. God bless you. Happy New Year to one and all.
I would like to, at this time, thank you, Mayor Langford, for giving us the opportunity to present your unofficial State of the City address. Also, I'd like to thank Bally's for doing a great job. And of course, Bally's Caesar CEO, Don Marandino, the Dynamo. The Dynamo, how's that, 3 times. I want to also tell you that on your tables are flowers. They were donated by Fisher Flowers. And the person who has the longest arm or closest birthday can have those flowers. Thank you for coming. We're only 12 minutes over time. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.